Chicago's already boiling. Pundits say arms up. Judges pull down fences, and the streets turn into a scrum between agents, protesters, and cameras. I want you to watch this week play out in order and tell me who actually crossed the line.
Black people, brown people of all stripes, whether you're an Indian American or a Mexican American or whoever you are, go out in your place where you live and get a gun legally, get a license to carry legally. Because when you have people knocking on your door and taking you away without due process as a citizen, isn't that what the Second Amendment was written for? Go back and read what the Second Amendment says. And perhaps it will knock some sense in the heads of these people who are saying, well, it's all great. I don't believe they're doing it without due process. They're asking people for papers. They're not really beating people up. These people are doing things that are illegal. Nobody is illegal. It is a misdemeanor to cross the border. Now, black people, brown.
Misdemeanor is a crime. When national voices start floating, go get a gun in the middle of enforcement week, the street always hears it louder than the audio. That isn't de-escalation. That's gasoline near open. And in Chicago, you see the spark almost immediately. This right here was just, we all for our gun rights and everything, right? But they're usually against it. Now, leader might come to 47th and Western and see what words look like when they actually hit the pavement.
47th and Western, 47th and Western. 47th and Western! Do you have the way? Do you have the way?
Oh, no. This is what an arrest looks like when bystanders flood the pocket and try to reshape the outcome with elbows and phones right here. Agents are yelling behind a line because somebody has to keep one, right? If you think that line is optional, you haven't seen what happens next. Take that energy to Broadview, but this time, scale it up.
Who do you serve? Who do you protect? ICE is who you should arrest. Who do you serve? Who do you protect? ICE is who you should arrest. Who do you serve? Who do you protect? ICE is who you should arrest. Who do you serve? Who do you protect? ICE is who you should. You will be held accountable. Let go. You will be held accountable. Let her go. Let her go.
Let her know. Let her know. FAFO. F-A-F-O, F-A-F-O. No. No.
Who do you serve? Who do you protect?
I serve God, my boy. Courts can remove offenses, but they can't remove physics. Two moving masses can't occupy the same lane. Block ingress, the shield line advances. It's not ideology, it's protocol. Yeah, the drumbeat sounds righteous until the zip ties click. And when the local line strains, the state line, decides to enter. As America Papa Bear said, it's Friday morning. Why they not at work?
Wait, please.
Now, this is the moment protest becomes process, right? Yeah. Once dispersal orders land, once dispersal orders land and feet don't, the platoons do. People call that overreach. I call it the predictable end of ignoring every earlier boundary. But who called this a year ago? The folks who live where the buses actually got routed.
Y'all want to know why ICE is in Chicago in the black neighborhoods? Because that's where all the trespassers are. I'm going to say it one more time. That's where all the trespassers are. Remember a year and a half ago, you guys were all over the news talking about the trespassers was displacing you. They was turning your rec centers and your public buildings into housing for the trespassers. The trespassers were getting more benefits than you American citizens in those neighborhoods. Y'all remember that? Remember Chicago was giving out $7,000 stipends. They were giving out free apartments to the trespassers and leaving y'all to hold the bag. Remember y'all was having community meetings over it, saying that they had to go and something had to be done. I guess y'all wanted Kamala and Joe Nichols slick to solve the problem. Newsflash, they ain't give a fuck about you. They ain't give a fuck about your kids. And they ain't give a fuck about your neighborhood. What you thought they was going to send them trespassers up to the north side with all the boule and the well-to-do whites? Nah, they was going to stick them in your neighborhood. You know why? Because they here to replace you. They here to replace us as a voter base. I'm pretty sure by now they outnumber us in population. But now because Donnie T trying to solve the problem, y'all out here protesting. For what? Protesting for the very people you said was coming in and destroying your community? Shit, y'all should be out there pointing them out. ICE ain't the ones coming in there doing you harm. It's your elected officials in Chicago that's doing you harm. Brandon Johnson up there doing you harm. He the ones that put them in your neighborhood.
Come on now.
ICE do their job and take your neighborhood back, yo. And stop letting them Boule and them well-to-do whites up in the north side gaslight. Because if they ain't gonna let them in their neighborhood, why is it okay for them to be in your neighborhood? I'll holler at you.
Obvious things that, I don't necessarily stand with, but you can disagree with the tone and still hit a math. Placements happen. Neighborhoods carry the weight, and now enforcement looks like a correction, not a surprise. When City Hall draws the map draws the crowd. Don't blame the cleanup for the spill now. Meanwhile, a WWE legend sends a letter to the rep.
Hello, Mr. President. My name is Mick Foley. We've only met once. We are both members of the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2013. We had a very short conversation where you told me it was an excellent speech. You had your two sons next to you, 2 or 3. And I said, thank you, Mr. Trump. But since then, I've become a fairly constant critic, and I think I've had good reason to do that. But I believe if I'm going to have any credibility as a critic, I have to be willing to give credit where it's due, and you are due a lot of credit. I believe I'm going to be excoriated by people from the left and the right alike, but I have to take the chance. Now, I want to make it a point. This is not a joke. I'm not out here to sling one-liners at you, to call you names. I'm here to appeal to you as a human being, because only you can stop the madness that's going on in our country. I believe you are due a lot of credit when it comes to the Gaza ceasefire and peace plan. You deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. It's yours if you can stop the madness in this country, because you will not be given the Nobel Peace Prize if you are seen as inciting tension, terror, and if you are seen zip-tying children and senior citizens, abducting day laborers just looking to do an honest day's work. I don't want to use the word terror, but if people are terrified across wide swaths of the United States, in my opinion, that's terrorism. I know you're surrounded with some really bright people. We'll talk about Stephen Miller another time, but this is for an audience of 2. You, Mr. President, and your communications director, Stephen Chung. Stephen Chung, I know you're good with the one-liners. Let's face it, you got a lot to work with. You're the missing ear.
Respect the Foley for speaking plain. But you can't win peace points by calling legal arrest terrorism. Policy isn't a promo. If the goal is fewer flashpoints, you don't reward the act of locking the door. Humaneness and handcuffs aren't opposites. They're supposed to be sequenced. And if you're still fuzzy on rules versus vibes, here's the 60-second seminar.
Senor, identificación. Senor, identificación.
Sure.
Senor, let me ask you, habla inglés or no?
I do.
Okay, all right. You have papers in the United States.
Have my ID, driver license.
Okay, but you have any type of paperwork identifying yourself in the United States?
That's what I have.
Right. So, ¿de dónde eres, señor?
I'm from Guatemala.
You're from Guatemala?
Yes.
¿Tiene papeles to be in Estados Unidos, sí or no?
Yes, that's what I have.
What type of papeles, señor?
I have my driver license and my ID.
Sí, legal.
That's what I have.
¿Cómo se? Vamos, let's go. Step up. No, step up.
Come on. Can
No,
I pull
señor,
up?
señor, vamos. Vamos.
Can I-
Vamos, step up. No,
can
vamos.
I pull up?
No,
Can I-
vamos, señor, get up. Vamos, señor. So legal, see?
What about my wallet?
Now they have this man under arrest.
I right to remain silent.
You do have the right to remain silent.
You're here illegally right now, ¿verdad?
I have a driver license.
No,
ID.
right, but the driver's license doesn't give you any status here in the United States.
Driver license verifies you can drive. It doesn't federalize your status. That confusion, it isn't harmless, to say the least. It's how a traffic pullover becomes a custody transfer with everyone yelling paper. Clarity, actually saves risks in court. There's the part nobody wants to hear, but everybody needs. You just watch words become weapons, law become shields, and sympathy become strategy. Okay? From a talk show mic telling people to get a gun, the agents wrestling bodies on the pavement, to protesters calling that oppression, to a celebrity begging for mercy on it every moment. Same equation. Speak chaos, then clean up. Smoke clears. One question never changes. Who actually benefits when the border burns? Chicago wasn't just reacting this, right? It was revealing a blueprint. You say enough reckless words, someone always cashes in on the fallout. The rest of us, we're left living inside the echo. Now, if you made it to the video, I want you to drop the word blueprints in the comments, because now you see exactly how the pattern repeats itself. Y'all be safe. Please go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving their life.